Government examines MDG's successes and challenges. A life and work of late Dr. Cheddi Jagan remembered at Babujon. PPPC's prime ministerial candidate Elizabeth Harper salutes women, and GINA launches public-private partnership to support alternative energy in rice industry. With this GINA News Capsule, I'm Janelle Carter. Good evening. As the Millennium Development Goals 2015 deadline approaches, the government of Guyana held a workshop involving the relevant stakeholders to examine the successes and challenges which persist in relation to the achievement of some of the goals. Guyana has already made significant progress towards accomplishing almost all of the MDGs. These include MDG 3, Gender Equality, and some of MDG 7, Environmental Sustainability goals. However, there are some challenges with MDG 5, Maternal Health. Minister of Finance Dr. Ashni Singh pointed out that MDG 5 was the subject of attention, as a result of which the government engaged the United Nations Development Programme and received support in developing an MDG acceleration framework, which highlights priorities, actions that will see Guyana achieving the goal. President Donald Ramotar and other senior members of his cabinet on Sunday gathered at the Babujon Memorial site at Port Moran to commemorate the 18th death anniversary of Dr. Cheddi Jagan. Reflecting on the life of Dr. Jagan, President Ramotar said the late leader was hailed one of the greatest assets Guyana ever had by former U.S. President Jimmy Carter.
And that is why I consider that we have been very fortunate to be led by a man of such capacity and to have had the opportunity to learn from him and to see how to manage our country and to develop Guyana.
Referring to the late Dr. Jagan as a man who warned against dogmatism, a man with great vision, sung the principles and methodology, President Ramotar stated it is these pillars that the PPPC administration continues to be guided by as it advances the interests of Guyanese and the nation. As part of the low-carbon development strategy, Guyana has embarked on a program for alternative energy sources for the reduction of the country's dependency on fossil fuel. In this regard, the Guyana government and the Energy and Resources Institute of India signed a memorandum of understanding proposed to carry out technical studies in various sectors, including rice, to achieve energy efficiency, cost reduction, and reduced carbon emission. Energy efficient studies were conducted at 6 rice mills to date, and a best practice was developed for each rice mill. In this second phase, energy audits are being offered cost-free to all rice mills. Ramlakan & Sons Rice Mill of the Essequibo Coast was the first to take the initiative and purchase a gasification plant, which arrived late last year, and the installation and successful testing have been completed. President Donald Ramotar and First Lady Deolachmi Ramotar joined Guyanese in Pago celebration on Friday at the Indian Cultural Center in Bel Air, Georgetown. The atmosphere was one of enjoyment as the gathering, both young and old, Hindus and non-Hindus, celebrated Holi, the festival of spring with a mix of water and colorful powders. President Ramotar noted that this festival has a lot of meaning for people that can translate into their everyday life, one of which is celebrating their achievement, particularly when they have a good crop, as Guyanese have a lot to celebrate. The president also took time out to visit several other locations around the city for the Pago celebration, including the Guyana National Stadium and the Everest Cricket Ground. Prime Ministerial candidate for the People's Progressive Party, Mrs. Elizabeth Harper, in her maiden public address, took time out to salute all Guyanese women on the occasion of International Women's Day. At the time, Mrs. Harper was addressing the gathering at the Babujon Memorial site on the 18th death anniversary of Dr. Cheddi Jagan.
You all need to take some time and not be modest today, but remember how much you are contributing to building your homes, building your families, building your communities, building this nation. So congratulations, and I salute all of you.
She added that it is an honor to serve the PPPC as their new prime ministerial candidate, as she strongly believes in service to Guyana. Mrs. Harper added that she will be looking forward to working with the party in a majority government to continue to increase the true potential of Guyana. Thank you for watching this GINA News Capsule. Do join us again. I'm Janelle Carter. Good night.